Welcome to the Days You Don't Need That Shit video, and we take that quite literally because now you officially know that I'm on a no-buy, so we can be really harsh on the fact why you actually don't need certain shits, I guess. And we also have to talk about a release that I totally forgot to talk about last week, but you will see it in the video. By the way, this look will be up on Saturday or Sunday. I think it's this Sunday. It's a Christmas glam look, and I'm filming this on December 9th when I have to head into my office Christmas party, and I just thought, let's take this opportunity to just create a beautiful Christmas glam look, and you will see this. Yeah, I think it's Sunday. But now let's talk about releases. I do have 1, 2, 3, 4, 7, 10, 13 posts saved, and I have a lot of things to say about these. I'm not 100% sure if these are like new, but the Rabanne makeup line now has hydrating lip balms. I know when they launched here in Germany on Sephora, they had these lipsticks. I didn't try them, but they look actually really nice. I think this sheer lip balm type of color really got the hype this year when Makeup by Mario did them. Don't forget the Tarte Maracuja ones. They technically are the same thing, but a bit more glossy. And you know, the Isamaya ones are very beautiful too. These actually look like the Isamaya ones. Pretty colors. I don't know if I would wear them. And to be honest, this is nothing I even would buy after the no-buy ended, because for whatever reason, I just do not feel drawn to them. They're like also very weird in color. I get the pink, I get the nude, I get the browns, but what is this dead purple? I have not seen a single person that would look good with this shade of lilac, because it's very cool toned washing out hue. So I don't know. It's basically a tinted lip balm, and I know this is very hypocrite because the Isamaya ones I will totally buy, but mainly for the reason because I'm just such a big fan of Isamaya French. So if she would come out with, like, I don't know, plastic bags from a trash, I would probably buy them too. But these Rabanne ones are at the end just tinted lip balms. You don't need that shit. The Blend Bunny Machina palette is the release that I completely forgot to talk about last week, because the post that I saved, and I saved it directly from the Blend Bunny website, got deleted, which is quite weird because I wanted to talk, I remember this, I wanted to talk about the comments that I've seen underneath the post from Blend Bunny. So whatever happened, maybe she did a re-upload, I didn't check twice. So this has been out now for nearly 2 weeks, and to be honest, I have seen one review on this, and that one review was kind of okay, but very critical towards the color story. And this is exactly what I feel here. This is the most random palette I have ever seen from Blend Bunny, and to be honest, this is really disappointing. In that initial post, somebody pointed out the fact that this looks like the love child of the Blends and the Search? No, the Blends and another palette. The Blends is Primal, Blends and Primal. I think both have discontinued from the brand. So this, you cannot unsee this now, because when you Google it, this is exactly what this is. But usually Blend Bunny Cosmetics is really doing great in color story, but this time this is super boring. It's like she run out of ideas for her color story, and what's even worse, this has nothing to do with the outer packaging. I don't really get this. I think this is such a not well curated palette, in my opinion, that this is so easy to skip. I can't even. I also saw in the comments a lot of people pointing out, oh, glad you're now back again with the color coordinated things. The color coordinated column palette design that Blend Bunny does, do you know what happens to designs like this? At some point the bucket is empty. At some point you cannot do it again. You cannot repeat it again and again without having, repeats. And I'm not even alone with my thoughts, because like 2 weeks ago, I asked you about your opinion on this palette. Let me read some of them to you. Love the story behind it, just not for me. And okay, I completely forgot that. When Blend Bunny Cosmetics announced this palette, she had like, I don't know, this much of story underneath the post. Midway, I stopped reading because I don't fucking care what happens to your dad. I'm sorry that I have to say it in that rude way, but let me please explain. I think we come to this cultural point again where we are just very, very different. The way that she overshared the health story of her dad, I think it has to do something with health, please correct me if I took this wrong, is just too much for me. I don't want to know that. I don't fucking care. You are a makeup brand. You're not my friend. The thing is, when brands do this, I personally feel emotionally put in pressure. I feel like she is putting this emotional thing that she's going through onto the customers, and she's creating this kind of toxic feeling of guilt when you do not buy this palette to support that journey behind it. It could be an American thing because we in Europe, we are not oversharing things like this in that way. Never. I'm not sure. I had this discussion with a friend, and she said, yeah, this is totally Europe American thing, but let me know down below what you think about this. Honestly, I'm feeling that Blend Bunny is run out of color story ideas. Yes, I said that already. I don't see how it correlates with the Mackin on the outer packaging. Disappointed, to be honest. Then another one, oh, I don't love the formula. Ooh, that's sassy, because I think Blend Bunny has an amazing formula. The shimmers are very so-so, yes, but the mattes, excellent. Except the Trove Quad. That's one of the best palettes I have. None of their palettes ever interest me, okay? Not interested. Then we have a German comment, it's not my vibe, I don't know. I don't like it. I think the color story does not match the cover, and that's exactly what Angelica Nyquist also said in her review, that she does not understand it, and then all of the people in the comments corrected her how this has to do something with art that us peasants do not understand. Even in the Blend Bunny comments, somebody was like, it's so funny how everybody says it does not match the cover, but it clearly does. And as someone with an art degree, I know what I'm talking about. Like, Kaki, is that you? Just guessing. Kids Carnival makeup. It's a bit very sassy, but I have to slightly agree. I won't purchase, but I like it. Well, that's fine. I don't see what this has to do with the theme of the palette, and also boring. Not worthy buying, seeing it as an easy to dupe to me at least, but it's not a bad palette. Nice. No, but at least she listened to the feedback and put the colors back in order instead of mixed chaos. Ooh. I didn't know you think like that. Okay, because I am here for all the mixed colors, and I, with a passion, hate color coordinated columns. It's just blocking. On to the next one, I suppose. So many other brands. The grungy right side of the palette is way more interesting than the left. Yes, I agree. And the last one, not for me. I expected a bit less grungy tones and maybe a bit more ethereal purples. Ooh, that's a really good thought. Yeah. Ethereal purples, blues. I know we have blue ethereal palettes like Cosmic Brushes Winter Wonderland, but I would love to see the take on this winter theme this year from Blend Bunny with ethereal tones, purple, blues, lilac, something in this way, kind of like Ensley Rain Midwinter Dream, but better. So Chanel. Apparently you're not allowed to say the brand, otherwise they will find you and strike you and block you and make your profile get deleted. But they're coming out with new quads, and as far as I know, somebody posted that these are in the like XXL size. They did the blush quad XXL, they have the highlighter this year in this format, and now the eyeshadows again. None of these make sense to me, none of these are appealing to me, and none of these should appeal to you. I'm honest with you. You have these already. And if you don't have these already, you probably won't wear them. And I just want to mention that there is a creator that I like I really enjoy the post that she does. I really, really appreciate that. But as far as I have seen, she also knows about this, and instead of posting about this as she would have done usually, she just told people to go over to her Patreon and pay to see this post, which is a bit of a shady way to get money. And if you know who I mean, you know. So Bobbi Brown released the Glow with Luck collection, and this has 2 highlighter palettes with each a highlight and a blush, 3 single shadows, and what's the last one? Oh, a cleansing oil. Let me just tell you, the highlight and blush formulation is absolutely divine. I love it. I do have the, whatever it was called, the cheek palette that has bronzer, blush, and highlight. Beautiful. Nothing I would buy immediately, but if you are not on the no-buy and not in the market for something like that and don't have a color or duo like that, I would really, really suggest you trying these out because they are really good. The mono shades, it's not my vibe, nothing I would wear, but I have to admit that the white one, that looks actually really, really cool. Like the Makeup by Mario, the crystal reflector thing, or just in general, you know, Fenty How Many Carats, all this kind of sun-hitting snow vibes. But again, I'm not a person for a mono shadow, otherwise I would have bought probably a moon dust shadow already, but I didn't. But I know a friend of mine, she bought 2 or 3 single shadows from Bobbi Brown because she does a very easy eye look and that's totally her vibe. And she loves them. So apparently they have good quality but are just not for me. And I'm 100% sure that amongst my viewers, this is also not for you. Be honest with me and with yourself. So Bella Beauté Bar is bringing back the Angels of Illumination, but in a kind of revamped way, maybe reformulated. So this has been out already. This is basically a $70 expensive multi-chrome palette. No, duochrome and 1 multi-chrome. I think the idea of having a only duo and multi-chrome palette is genius. I mean, I do have a nearly complete big Cleonat stained glass palette, the big one with the 54 pans. I do have several only multi-duochrome palettes from Lethal or Glam Shop or whatever. But this, just looking at the first 2 rows, why is it 50 Shades of Blue? If I buy an only duochrome palette, I want to have a lot of variation because this is not going to be a palette I will use alone. This is going to be a very, very loved companion palette to me. So I wish there was more of variety in the shades, then I would have said yes, nice release. But the way it is, I'm sorry, no. LH Cosmetics is coming out with a new quad. This is the Siren Song quad and the crayon in Nashira. I never tried the crayons, but I'm pretty sure they are nice. So I just saw so many good reviews. But this quad, this is really confusing because I'm honest with you, it looks delicious. I don't think that LH Cosmetics is worth this high of a price tag because this is $46 and I think here in Germany the quads retail for 45 euro. This is way too much. But I just want to say that this quad, first of all, the 3 shades besides the gold one in the right upper corner, they look exactly like the 3 sparkle liquid shadows that I really, really love. But do you know what this also looks like? Like a slightly different version of this quad, and this is the basic Ellamas. They came out on the beginning of the year with this. It is nearly the exact same thing besides of the fact that these 2 are swapped. The blue is a bit lighter and this is not as coppery as in here. I am confused. I'm very confused and I just want to stress it out again. Not worth the high price tag. If you can get them 50% off, beautiful quads, beautiful companion quads. I do have another one from them, also very pretty, but just not worth the price, so you don't need that shit. You definitely don't. So what then the release planning is going on currently? Do you know why I came into indie brands? Not only because of YouTube, mainly because I just realized how indie brands, whenever they release something, it is thoughtful. It has a story, it is well curated, it is something special. Why on earth is now every fucking indie brand on this planet releasing back to back to back to back to back? What is this? I cannot compete with this speed. I don't want to, I can't keep up. Stop, please. And even though I think this theme of the Aurora lights from Simply Posh is pretty nice, and I can already tell you how this palette looks like. You have one row of matte, one row of shimmer, one row of matte again, and probably the range of colors you will start at light blue and you will end at emerald greens and something in between with yellows and whites. I can't keep up with the speed. They just released the Cozy Cabin collection. Even though this was a re-release with a new formulation, it was still a release that people just spent money on. So why 1.5 or 2 months later you now are coming with the Aurora Lights one? I mean, it does not have a date, but they say it's around the corner. I don't want to look around that corner. Please keep that corner for yourself. Thank you. And Simply Posh Cosmetics is not that great in quality. I just decluttered both of them. No, thank you. Glow Recipe has a new toner, or is coming out with a new toner. Ooh, today? No, tomorrow. It's tomorrow. The Cloudberry Bright Essence Toner. This has Cloudberry as base. I love Cloudberry. I have Cloudberry jam here from Sweden. Delicious. I just love it. I'm not in the market for a toner like this, so it's nothing I will buy, but I love the idea. I really enjoy this, but the Watermelon Glow Toner will forever be my favorite. But I just love Glow Recipe. Do you need this? Absolutely no, because I'm pretty sure that you have 1,002 toners, most of them from your advent calendar this year. The secret has been revealed. The secret Angelica Nyquist has been teasing the past 4 months in her video by saying, oh, there is so much behind the scenes that I can't tell you. This sentence. But she's coming out with new brushes of her line Cinch Beauty. To be honest, I really want to try the brushes because I have kind of a feeling that if there is a product line that makes completely sense for her, it is her own brushes, because she's so good at eye makeup and makeup in general. She is really, really, really good in this. I just see how this can work. And they have a powder puff, a sponge. I really would love to try them, but since I'm on a no-buy, I won't. Have you tried Cinch Beauty? Let me know down below if I should add them to my wish list. So Burberry is kind of bringing back the makeup. And here we are now with the Beyond Wear Perfecting Matte Foundation. I am 100% sure that in 2024, matte foundations will be back. We're over the clean Hailey fuckber face. We are just over this. We want a matte, full glam, highlight to the moon. This is what will come back, and Burberry is bringing us this. To be honest, for the first glance at it, I thought, wow, pretty. I love the style, I like the design, very, very sleek packaging, and I rarely comment shade ranges because I think I'm not the one to complain. I don't actually care. I don't think that a brand is responsible to cover every single shade that is possible. We have thousands of brands on the market, so nobody has to bring us every single shade. Do you know what I mean? This shade range is borderline disrespectful. And it doesn't matter to what end of the spectrum. Is Burberry now kind of targeting the Asian market? Maybe that could be a reason, but no. You definitely do not need that shit. I don't need that shit. It's quite nicely priced, I have to say, for Burberry. I thought it would be around 70 or 80, but it's 48. That's okay, but no. We don't need that shit. Thank you, Burberry. When I saw this, I thought, doesn't Benefit already have a lash serum? But no, it's a brow oil or something like that, or brow serum. But now they do have the Whoop Lash, which is a lash serum. I'm always there for another lash serum, even though I will probably never ever go back for my Grande lash, but I don't know. I'm pretty sure if it's from Benefit that the price will range somewhat between 20 and 30 euro, and don't get me wrong, But I think when you want to have a real working lash serum, you need specific ingredients that help really with that growth. And I don't think that you can get this with 30 bucks. There is a reason why Grande Lash is so expensive, and Grande Lash is working. And I cannot see how a more affordable version does work. I have tried the ordinary one and this did nothing to my lashes. So I just read the claims. Gives lashes a healthier, more voluminous look in just 6 weeks. The special blend of plant extracts, rice proteins and vitamins provides a powerful whoop to leave lashes looking fuller and feeling nourished. So this is not for lengthening, this is for looking fuller, because to really have a lengthening effect, you need a special kind of ingredient, as I just said. I think you need hormones mixed in, and that's the reason why a lot of people do get somewhat allergic reactions to lash serums, because of that hormonal part in there. I, for myself, cannot use Revitalash Lash. My eyes had the worst rash ever, even with like bleeding parts. While with Grande Lash, I don't have that. So this is basically a lash conditioner. And what a lash conditioner does is really easy. It's the same as with your hair. If you take care of your hair, it will look full, nice and fluffy and healthy. If you take care of your lashes, they will look full, nice, healthy and fluffy. Can somebody please explain me this specific release here? Naturally better than sex? What exactly does this mean? Naturally the Reef formula. Oh my god, with bamboo fibers and goji berry blend. Aren't we over the clean natural stuff? Everything is natural, kind of. So the main difference is that in the original lash, it's a film-forming polymer that locks the curl in place. And here this is replaced by somewhat kind of berry ingredients. So let me just tell you one little secret. This will do nothing to your lashes. So no, you don't need that shit. Talking about shit, let's talk about Scamlight, because they announced another collection. Like, what the fuck? Can they even take themselves seriously? Like, come on. We are fed up. I just watched today the new makeup releases video from Angelica Ninquist, and she said in her video that her Glamlight videos about the collections don't do as good as they used to do half a year ago. And she was like, yeah, I probably think this is because people just cannot keep up with Glamlight's releases. And I'm like, girl, appreciate that, but no, the reason is because people finally get to know the face of Glamlight, that these are like scamming fuckers. And I had to laugh my ass off when I saw that they do a holiday, like Christmas sale with 40% off. And then there is this little tiny bit of text that just says fast shipping. And I'm sitting here like, guys, serious? Like, who's writing those jokes? What a nice ghostwriter. Oh boy, no, but this is with Kiss. You heard me right. Kiss. The band, Kiss. The only appropriate makeup item in a Kiss collection would be a black and a white paint. If it's anything else, I cannot take you seriously. Like, even less than I do now. So I just checked, nothing else rolled in, so that is basically it for today's release video. Let me please know down below, as per usual in the comments, is there anything that really piques your interest? I mean, the Cloudberry toner, let's just cross that out, because I feel like skincare is just something we go through quick when we do it regularly. So I don't count this as like a very tempting purchase. Maybe just something that I might put on my list for the moment when my toners are empty. But as of now, it's not like, oh, I have to put this on my what I want to buy often no buy list. Nothing in the video is coming to that list besides Cinch Beauty. I just want to wait for your recommendations, because I saw some reviews already. People are really hyping it up, but I also have to admit that I mainly saw YouTubers talk about this, and I'm this sounds so rude, and I am rude, but when a YouTuber talks about another YouTuber's brand, I feel like there's always this unwritten rule that you are not allowed to be honest and critical towards that, because you don't wanna You don't want to make them feel bad. You want to support the business. I don't know. I'm not like that. So if you have some honest insights on the brushes, how you like them, tell me if I have to put them on my after no buy list. Other than that, I hope you subscribe, check out the info box for all the shit, and if you subscribe, I can see you tomorrow because we're still at Ellamas.